Good day, everyone. I am Sir Robbie, and together, we will learn the word of the future, robotics. Did you know that here in Educational Technology Unit, robotics is a priority to make every Filipino learners and teachers competent and meet the demands of the future global scene? Wherein teachers, students, and parents who wanted to learn robotics is just a click away for free. Robotics is an interdisciplinary field which integrates computer science and engineering. It involves design, construction, operation, and use of robots to assist human activities. Are you ready for this transformation? Soon in ICT's Educational Technology Unit. Come and join us and love the future para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hey there, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another ETUlay session. This is Tutor T and this is Contact Center Services for grade 10 students. However, if you're not grade 10 students, let's say you're grade 9 or grade 11, grade 12 students, and you're taking up Contact Center Services, this is definitely a beneficial show for you because this will help you not just in your study, but also in your future as well. You're going to have an edge when it comes to your application process, especially if you obtain the competencies and the skills of contact center services course or this subject, diba? So we're so excited to have this session for today and hope you guys are also excited. And I'd like to say good afternoon to Glory May Cabarce. Yeah, nakikita natin, she's the very first viewer of our session. Glory May, could you please share our session so that there'll be more tutees and learners like you are that would benefit in this program. Okay, so I'm gonna be with Tutor Rodman in this session. However, we're still waiting for him. There is a technical problem with his laptop, but for sure he's gonna be here in no time. Okay, so yan, nag-aantay pa rin tayo ng mga more viewers. Okay, paki-share ang ating session. And in this session, we're going to talk about the communication process, okay? Communicate effectively in English, okay? The elements of communication, we're going to analyze communication, diba? Yeah, analyze natin ito so that you'll have a better understanding of it and that you would be able to utilize this skill once you are in the workplace or nandun ka na sa industry at nagtatrabaho ka na. Hey, good afternoon po from Ma'am Maria Teresa Telia. Ayan, please excuse the rain. Okay, you could hear that so loud. The raindrops on my roof. Medyo maingay. So I hope you could still hear me properly despite ng nangyayari ngayon sa paligid. Okay? Ayan. Alright, so what is our objective in this session? Okay? Our objective in this session is by the end of this session or this lesson, we are hoping that you're going to be able to explain the nature and process of communication. And good afternoon, Estela Villaluz. How are you? Please share this session to your classmates or students, if you're a teacher, and share this to anybody who you think would benefit from this program. Okay? Ayan, so yun yung ating objective. Kailangan ma-explain ninyo ang nature at process ng communication. That is our goal. Okay? So pwedeng hindi nyo naman explain dito because there is no way for me to be able to hear you explaining about it, but I'm expecting that you're going to be able to explain it to your teacher, your classmates, and to, let's say, if you're applying for a job, to your interviewer, baka magtanong sila sa inyo ang importance ng communication. So you should be able to explain that to them. Ayan. Good afternoon daw, sabi ni Christopher Tiope. Hi, Christopher. Good afternoon then from Ella Margaret Domingo Ventura and Mamian Gray Salvador. Good afternoon. Blessed afternoon, ma'am. And I hope you are also excited for your very own session later on. Pagkatapos ng contact center services, there's gonna be a session for front office services. Yeah, please excuse the raindrops on my roof. Masyado maingay and I hope you guys can still hear me. And we welcome Rodman right now. To Rodman, how are you?
Yes, Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm late. Yeah, meron lang technical problem with my laptop, no? Nag-restart. Okay.
Nice to Rodman. Okay. So
Yeah,
I already explained to them that at the end of this session, they're expected to be able to explain the nature and process of communication. Right?
that's right, sir.
And before that, Tutor Rodman, why do you think communication process is important for us to understand?
Yeah, it is very important to know the process of course, to make the communication uh, clear and to avoid misunderstanding or misconception, something like that. Yeah, so that's why it is very important to know and to learn the communication process. Yeah, to avoid misunderstanding, to avoid grudges, etc.
And in pretty much in everything that we do, we know that communication is one of our useful tools, di ba? Ito yung isa sa pinakamahalagang tools na ginagamit natin sa lahat ng ginagawa natin sa pang-araw-araw. The very first time that we utter, let's say, a cry, di ba? We already communicate with our parents or somebody who's taking care of us when we were younger, di ba? So,
Yeah.
communicate tayo the moment we were born, di ba? Pag nagugutom tayo, we cry. Nung baby tayo para makapag-communicate. And
That's great. That's true.
kaya sobrang importante ng communication. At kapag naunawaan na natin ito, we would be able to better utilize it in our career or in our everyday activities and conversation with other people, di ba?
Correct.
Ayan, good afternoon po. Sabi ni EM Cantilla, good PM, watching from Lahug Elementary School, Cebu City Division. Sabi ni Mr. Reynald Rico Nabos, good PM po. Ayan, George Vincent Bordan, good PM po.
Yeah, good PM. And also, Alinora Cancan, good PM Churers. And Jo Marie Quevedo Viernes, good afternoon po. Yeah, good afternoon too, guys.
Ayan. So Tutor Rodman prepared here some of the questions that would help us evaluate the way we understand the communication process. All right, Tutor Rodman, take it away.
Okay, so before we proceed to our discussion about the elements of communication, so let us try to answer this self-audit. Okay, for our directions, type in the number that determines how often you practice what the statements say. Do this as objectively as possible and bear in mind that there are no wrong answers. Yeah, so there are no wrong answers.
And since
Okay.
you're viewing this session, we're expecting that you guys gonna throw in your numbers for each of those statements. Okay? We're
Yeah.
expecting that you guys throw in your numbers. So i-type nyo lang kung anong numbers nyo. Yung usually, yun yung number 3. Sometimes yung number 2, seldom yung 1, and yung 0, yun yung never. Alright? Tutor Rodman?
Yeah. So usually, for instance, you usually use or learn, no, during these statements. Number 1, so we have I communicate to convey my messages and express my ideas. Okay. So is that usually, sometimes, seldom, or never?
Okay, so we're
Okay.
waiting for your numbers.
Yeah.
Do you do that usually? Do you do that sometimes? Do you do that seldom?
Seldom.
Or do you do that never, ever?
Oh,
Okay.
wow,
Sabi ni
number 4.
number 4, it's above and
Leonora
beyond.
Cancan. Yeah.
Above and beyond. Thank you so much, Miss Leonora Cancan. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
that
I
number
guess
4.
she is advanced, sir. Advanced. Mm-hmm.
Super
That's
nice.
great. Yeah. How about number 2, guys? Our dear tourists. Number 2, I describe communication as a process.
Okay, throw in your numbers.
Yeah. Is it number 3? Usually, sometimes number 2, seldom 1, or never. Or same with Leonora, number 4.
Okay, we have viewers live on Facebook, YouTube. We have two official Facebook page that we air this session almost every day of the week until Saturday, right? So,
Yeah.
dapat marami tayong comments dito. Makita natin that these our viewers are participating. Ayan, sabi ni
Yeah.
Mike Kutungan on take, sabi niya is 3. Ayan, usually
Usually.
daw. Wow, very
Yeah,
good.
that's great. Okay, how about number 3, sir? So number 3, no? I understand that communication can be expressed in words and or in actions.
Ayan. So, can we
So
really communicate through our words and actions?
yeah, yeah, verbally and non-verbally. And
Okay, let's go find out.
sige, so last meeting we discussed what is all about verbal and non-verbal, right, sir? Yeah, 3
Ayan.
also.
3 also daw from Miss Leonora Cancan. Okay, please
Yeah,
let me know if Leonora Cancan is a teacher or as a learner. So we would like to address you properly as much as possible. All right. So please let us know if you're. I think she's a teacher. Looks like she's.
yeah.
Okay, 3 also. All right. So thank you so much for that, and
Yeah,
hope
thank you.
all other viewers of ours are also evaluating the way they understand the communication process. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, teacher po. Yeah, good afternoon, teacher Leonora Cancan. Yeah, thank you po. Thank you for being with us. Okay, how about number 4, sir? I can distinguish the features of the communication process.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can
Is
you?
it? Yeah.
Okay. Can you distinguish the features of communication process? Okay, is that 3? Is that 2? Is that 1? Or is it 0? All right. Let us
Or
know.
never.
Okay, sabi ni Dave
Ay,
Lopez,
sino kaya yun, sir? Ikaw siguro
I
yun.
think si Tutor Rodman, pogi mo, sir. Okay, Tutor
Ikaw daw,
Rodman, ang
pogi
pogi
ka.
mo raw.
Pogi mo, sir. And that
Okay.
is you, sir, tutor T. Mhm. Thank you, sir. Kasi ako, tutor Rodman, you're tall, dark, and never mind. Okay, number 4. Yeah, so let's go. Let us proceed to number 5, sir. I can differentiate the models of communication.
Ayan.
Yeah,
So, can you
differentiate
differentiate the models of communication?
of communication. Diba last time, no, we talked about the models of communication. So one-way process and two-way process, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are waiting for your numbers. Please throw in your number. Ayan, si Ma'am Leonora Cancan, she's a teacher. Ma'am,
Yeah,
thank you so much, ma'am, for working so hard. Despite the
yeah,
pandemic that we're experiencing right now, all of us teachers, hats off sa ating lahat. We're still doing what
yes,
we can to really provide quality education to our students. Thank you so much, ma'am.
yes.
All right, so we're waiting for your numbers right there on the comment section below. Okay.
So we have 4 and 3. Yeah. So how
Four.
about Dave? What is your number?
Okay.
Aside from Pogi.
Okay.
Pogi mo,
Later on,
sir.
i-rate mo yung kapugian namin ni Tutoran. Okay. Sige, waiting pa rin kami sa comments ninyo dito. Can you differentiate the models of communication? So, if you guys have no idea about the models of communication, probably you cannot. But I guess you have studied this in your English subject and some
Yeah,
other subjects in senior high school as well.
yeah. In
Okay?
oral communication subject.
Mm-hmm. Ayan. Yan. Thank you also, sirs, for providing us that kind of lesson. Ayan, sige po. Tama po kasi gumagawa lang po kami ng not lang. Gumagawa po kami ng supplemental content to help our teachers out as well. You can use our session to really help you out with your discussion po sa classroom. You can record us. You can use it freely. It's no copyright. We would not copyright or we would not file copyright cases kapag ginamit itong mga sessions namin sa ETUlay. It's for public consumption talaga po. Okay.
Yeah. For learning
Okay.
purposes.
Oo. Sige, diretso tayo. Number 6.
Yeah. So number 6, those time, no? So usually, sometimes, seldom, and never. So please just type in the number, okay, of your choice. Number 6, I effectively convey a message both in words and actions.
Ayan. How about you, Tutor Rodman? Do you feel that you can effectively or confidently convey a message both in words and in action? Okay.
I guess
Can you do that?
90%.
90%?
90%. No, I'm just joking. Sometimes, no, because we are teachers, it's automatically, right? So when we are speaking, so we are using our hands, our facial expressions, right? Mhm.
Mhm.
So yeah,
We use
because
body
we
language like this.
are actors,
Actors, yeah.
right?
But we're excited. Like this is not an act. I'm super excited about every of our sessions.
Yeah, me
Every of our
too.
sessions talaga. Kapag Friday na, sobrang excited ako
Mhm.
para sa ating session. Ayan.
Yeah. Thank you,
Okay, so,
Ma'am Leonora. So 3, great. Yeah.
oh, sorry.
So how about number 7, sir? So let us now proceed to number 7. I can identify the elements of communication. Do you or can you identify the elements of communication?
And that's the question. Okay. Okay. We're waiting for your answer.
Yeah. How about Dave Lopez? Talaga nako-confuse talaga ako. So sino kaya yung pogi, sir, na sinasabi niya? Pogi mo, sir.
Ikaw yun, Tutor Rodman.
Hindi, I'm just joking, sir.
Ayan.
Okay.
So,
Sige. How about number 8?
I can
Ay,
explain the cause of communication breakdown. Ayan. So, when we
ayan.
say communication breakdown, ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Communication breakdown.
So those are the barriers, sir, no?
Mhm.
Either, yeah, external or internal barriers. Example, noise, right?
Mhm. So that
Yeah.
means the communication is not successful or it isn't
Yeah.
successful for some reasons, right?
Yeah.
So yun communication breakdown.
Yeah. So those are
Okay.
the obstacles or the hindrances for effective communication. So those are the barriers.
Ayan.
Yeah.
Sabi ni Ma'am Rebecca Cabalitan Briva, she said 3. Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice. Okay. Mabuti na lang at we have our viewers to really help us out. Without you,
Mm-hmm.
without the interaction from you, it's not gonna be this fun for us. So we're
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
hoping to have your responses more in our comment section. Okay, comment lang po tayo ng comment if you wanted your principal, your leaders, you want them to. If we want us to give them shout outs, just comment in the comment section below. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, number 9.
Number 9, I use strategies to avoid communication breakdown.
Yeah.
And
So,
so what
what
are
do you
those,
think are
no?
what are the strategies to avoid communication breakdown? Okay.
Yeah.
So we must understand the elements of communication and make sure that those elements in the communication are in proper place, like in sync with each
Yeah.
other. So kapag ka merong off doon sa elements na yun ng communication, which we are going to discuss dito sa session natin na ito, possible talaga. Yung likelihood to have communication breakdown is really high. Okay, that's the reason why in a contact center job, since our job is more on communicating with people, making sure that we resolve their concerns and their questions, we answer their questions, we need to understand them better. So without understanding, the communication isn't successful, di ba?
Yeah. It's not
So, kailangan
effective.
meron tayong strategies to make sure that all those elements are in its proper place, di ba?
Correct. That's right, sir. Okay, so I guess we're done in number 9, right? So let us proceed to number 10. I know the functions of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it
So,
3, 2, 1, or 0?
okay, how does or what is the function of communication? Okay? Sige. So, yan yung aalamin natin ngayon. And I hope you guys are able to evaluate your understanding of the communication process, okay? And the elements of communication. So, later on, we're going to discuss it further to make sure that we give away or we leave you with some knowledge, and new information at the end of this session, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the level of proficiency, no? The score for our self audit. For instance, you got 28 to 30, so it means you are advanced.
Mhm.
Okay? And for a 25 to 27, so you are proficient. 23 to 24, approaching proficiency. 21 to 22, developing. And 20 and below, beginning. Yeah, two for Leonora Cancan, okay? Kay mom. But no
Mm.
worries, right, sir? For instance, they got 20 and below. So beginning, there's no problem with that. So that is why we are doing this. No, we are doing this session to help them to
Mhm.
understand our lessons.
Exactly. And it's important to evaluate yourself because without self awareness, if you aren't aware of your level or your status when it comes to communication, whether you're proficient, you are advanced, or you're approaching proficiency, without that identification or without that understanding of your level of proficiency, you seem your improvement isn't that parang hindi magiging mabilis, okay? Your
Yeah.
improvement wouldn't be that fast because you don't know what level you are or what things you need to
Mm-hmm.
work on, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So importante yung self audit, importante na aware tayo how good we are when it comes to
Yes.
communication, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have greetings right here. Write down comment section below to Rodman.
Yeah, from Ma'am Akaso Needs, watching from San Miguel Elementary School, Compostela West District, Davao de Oro. And also from Ma'am Senaida Betonio, good afternoon po sa lahat. Watching here from Gunob High School, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu.
Mhm.
Wow, good
Ayan.
afternoon po. Good
Thank you so much.
afternoon.
From there, Cebu. Ayan. So we have acquaintance or we have tawag dito, co-tutors there
Yeah.
sa Cebu. Si Ma'am, si Tutor Nova, one of our great tutors out there sa ETUlay or here in ETUlay. All right? Okay. Yes.
Okay, so next is, sir, what's in? Yeah, and for our directions, yeah, let us check your understanding of the different nature of communication. Right? T, tutor
Oh,
T,
yeah.
no?
Tutor
Yeah,
T.
yeah, tutor T if the statement is true and F if the statement is false.
Okay? Dapat ginawa
Yeah.
mong right R if the statement is wrong. Kaya nga R, wrong. R, wrong.
Wrong. I said
Tutor Rodman, R.
Rodman are wrong.
And then, T na lang in F. T and F na lang. Okay? True
Yeah,
or false.
TNF.
Ayan. So, good afternoon po. Watching here from Kamanggahan Elementary School, Karkar City, Cebu.
City, Cebu.
Ayan. So, I have a friend there sa Karkar City, si Ma'am MJ. Okay? Ma'am MJ Pernites. Okay?
Yeah.
So, hey, Ma'am MJ, how are you there? Sa Karkar City,
Yes.
Cebu.
And also from is Julie, let's gossip on girls. Ayun.
Let's
Okay,
go to
sabi niya,
girls. Stay home safe.
stay
Stay home,
home,
stay safe.
stay
Exactly.
safe.
Stay home, stay safe. And while you're staying at home, learn from ETUlay sessions. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go sa ating true or false question. So this is just the purpose of this true or false question is also for us to have a discussion point at the same time that you are also we are also able to evaluate your understanding of the topic. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Number one, sir, number one, communication is a two-way process. meaning the communicator expects to get feedback or response from the receiver of the message.
Yan. So, yan
Yeah,
yung tanong, di ba? Yan yung
yeah.
tanong.
Is it true that communication is a two-way process?
Okay? Halimbawa, di ba? Tutor Rodman, yung parang nag-send tayo ng disk sa outer space, no? Yung disk para kung may marating siyang somebody out there, out in the
Mhm.
universe or out from this world, no? Pag narating siya, malaman la that there is a civilization living here on Earth. Okay? So may sinend 'yon sa outer space. Ngayon,
Mhm.
masasabi bang communication 'yon kung wala siyang
Walang
narating
response.
o walang response? Okay?
Oh, yeah. I
But the
guess,
purpose is to communicate. The purpose is to communicate. However, we aren't sure if there are living or intelligent living out there. So, is there gonna be somebody who's gonna be able to decode the information that is put or that is provided in that disk, di ba? So, yun yung tanong, di ba?
yeah. So Ma'am Leonora Cancan said, it's true. Letter T. Tutor
Mm-hmm.
T.
Tutor T daw. Tutor T. It's true. Okay?
Yeah. And of course, that is correct, right,
Okay,
sir?
that is correct.
Yeah, communication is a two-way process. Mhm. Siyempre, when we are sending messages, of course, we are waiting for the feedback and for the response, right? Yeah, thank you, Ma'am Leonora. And of course, from Ma'am Rebecca Kabalitan Briva,
Mhm.
watching from Kawayan IS, Katarman, 4th District Division of Northern Samar. Hello, everyone. Thank
All
you,
right.
ma'am.
Yeah.
And for number two, the barriers do not affect the transmission of message from the sender to the receiver.
Okay?
Can you?
Tama ba yan? The barriers do not affect the transmission of message from the sender to the receiver. Okay.
Mhm.
Ayan. So this example ko kaya doon sa pag-send natin ng disk sa outer space, no, to communicate that we are here, that we exist, 'di ba? Us
Yeah.
people here in the world exist. So if let's think that somebody received that, okay? Pero would we be able to know that they received that? That's the question. Are we going to be able to know that they receive that disk and they're able to identify what part of the universe we are in or what part in the solar system, 'di ba? Malalaman kaya nila 'yon. Okay?
Um.
Doon papasok yung tinatawag na barriers of communication, especially if we have different way of communicating, 'di ba? If you're
Yeah.
communicating, let's say myself, I'm communicating with someone in Mexican, let's say a Mexican. So a Mexican would speak in their native tongue, and I would try to speak in English as much as possible to
Mhm.
somehow use this global language to secure or to make sure that there is an understanding. However, if a Mexican doesn't understand English, that is a barrier already, right?
Yeah, that is a language barrier.
Language barrier.
Yeah.
Sabi ni Ma'am Rebecca Cabelitan Briva, it's a false. Sabi ni Ann
Yeah,
Gonzalez,
number two,
it's a
false.
okay. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
find out.
And of course, no, barriers really affect, right? Really affect the transmission of message from the sender to the receiver. And the correct answer is false.
Mhm.
Yan.
And there are
F,
different
right?
different types of barriers. There are external and internal barriers as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we have to understand that we need to the sometimes we couldn't control external barriers. Let's say you are living in a suburbs, 'di ba? Sa syudad, maraming ingay, ingay ng tren, sasakyan, busina,
Mm.
eroplano na dumadaan, 'di ba, sa langit tapos gagawa ng ingay, 'di ba? So
Oh,
we cannot
yeah.
avoid those noise unless we have a soundproof room, 'di ba?
Yeah. Yung ano, your experience earlier, the pouring rain,
No, the
right?
pouring
So
rain. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that is
We cannot avoid
yeah,
that, and
that is
that is a form of barrier, di ba?
mm-mm.
If you guys couldn't understand me because of the loud raindrops on my roof, you probably see that, or you probably not probably, you would assume, or not assume to, like, you
Yeah,
would see that as a barrier already to communication because you cannot hear me properly.
that is
Okay,
external.
how about yung internal naman, Tutor Rodman? What are
Yeah.
the internal barriers sa communication naman?
Internal, for instance, you have a problem, no, emotional problem, something like that. So maybe you are heartbroken. Yeah, heartbroken. Because sometimes, diba, we don't want to speak or we don't want to talk anyone, right? Sabi, leave me alone. Yeah, something like
Leave
that.
me
I don't want.
alone.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
I want a space.
Yeah, that's great, right? That is internal.
Sometimes naman, sa call center, no, you need to really focus on the work that you're doing. Sometimes, like for example, when I was working in a call center way back in 2018, just before I threw in my luck in public school, um, I had a really um, like big problem in my family. One of
Mm,
my sisters, she got sick, she had cancer, and at the time that
mm,
I really need to work because we need to provide for her medication, so I really need
yes.
to work at that time. But during the work hours, I most of the time I would just like stare at the monitor, and I was like out there somewhere, and I couldn't focus on my work. So that's one kind of internal barriers to communication.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
imagine while you're processing an order, or processing your customer queries, 'di ba? Na iba yung takbo ng isipan mo. Sometimes yung nga sabi mo,
Mm.
broken hearted ka, sometimes masakit yung ulo mo, kumakalam yung tiyan mo, gutom ka, inaantok ka. Those are the different types of internal barriers, 'di ba?
Yeah. But of course, no, as an agent or a call center or contact center representative, so life must go on. Okay?
Life
Sabi
moves
nga,
on, exactly.
oo, oo. So dapat ayun pa rin trabaho pa rin yung concern mo, right? Sabi
Mhm.
nga, your problem, leave your problems at home. Okay? Do
Yeah.
not bring those problems in the in your job, right?
And ayan. So kaya nga it's important for us to understand the elements of communication so that we would be able to check those out. Okay, if we feel like there is barriers or internal barriers that we are experiencing, we could sort things out by ourselves. We pull ourselves together, diba?
Yeah.
Especially if we're having challenge with our emotional health or physical health as well. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, so Ma'am Rebecca Kabalitan Briva, no, meron siyang comment. Sabi niya, internal barrier, too much ego. Ayaw nang makinig.
Oh,
Right?
tama, tama, tama,
Mm-hmm.
diba?
Too much ego.
So, if you're prideful, you think you are better than the speaker sometimes, diba? Tama,
Yeah.
tama, internal barrier. Thank you so much for bringing that up, ma'am. That's a
Yeah.
great example po. Okay. Good
Mm-hmm.
afternoon, watching from Gintas Elementary School, District of Barotac, Nuevo. Rich Lynn Bitalac, how are you? Sabi naman, Terrence Jane Apa, good example tutors. I'm Terrence, Cosmetology, 10 student under Miss Erlyn P. Craste, watching at Marigondon National High School. Marigondon, or yes, Marigondon. Lapu-Lapu
Magagandaan.
City. Thank you. Good afternoon, watch.
And watching from Gintas Elementary School District of Barotac Nuevo, si Richlyn Bitalac. Yeah.
Barriers really affect teaching and learning process. Thank you so much, ma'am. That's
Yeah.
pretty insightful po. Ayan.
Opo.
Tama-tama po yan. Na-experience din. Lahat po tayong teachers na-experience yan.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, interpersonal communication occurs between two or more people. Tama ba yan?
Yeah, so I guess sir, number three, no, we forgot we missed number three.
Tama.
Body language and facial expressions are examples of visual communication. Yeah, is it true or false? So body language and facial expressions, right? So we discussed this last session, right, sir?
Exactly. Opo.
Yeah, interpersonal. I mean the verbal and non-verbal, and also the visual communication
Okay.
or the
Tapos,
written.
So yun. So since we already discussed that, we know that our facial expression, if you see that I'm looking at your eyes or looking at your face right now, you
Mhm.
know that I'm in focus. Like I'm focused on you, diba? So yun yung
Yeah.
message that I'm trying to convey, and I'm trying to be as sincere as possible. If I look at your eyes, if I really show this smiling face, really show you how how perky I am because I want you to get interested in the session, something like that.
Mm. Yeah. So, Ma'am Leonora Cancan, I guess yung sinagutan niya is number 4, interpersonal communication, sir. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
between two or more people. And that is true. Right? That
Apo.
is correct. In number 3, of course, so this
That's
one, body language and facial expressions are examples of nonverbal communication, right? Tama
I
ba?
like Ma'am Leonora Cancan. She said, "Action speaks louder than words."
Yeah. And that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, right, even we're not speaking, right, we're not talking, so we're with our action, right, so
Mm-hmm.
naiintindihan na.
Ayan. So,
Kaya nga sabi niya, action speaks louder than words.
yan. Oo. So, for example, in a contact center setting, let's say you tell your customer that they are the best part of your day, and if they feel like you're kind of rush processing their order, you speak too fast. Let's say you wanted to finish the conversation right away, that doesn't send the message that you are trying to say, that they are
Yeah,
the best part of your day. If you want them to feel that they're the best part of your day, you have to make sure that you don't feel that they don't feel like you're on a rush, diba, dealing with them.
yeah, right.
Okay.
And yeah, Ma'am Rebecca, no, she answered number 5. True.
True.
Okay.
Number five, true.
So yeah, mutually understood topics or interests make people communicate.
Mhm.
And of course, that is true. So
Oh,
mutually,
imagine if you're speaking with somebody and you couldn't agree. Okay, whatever topic
yeah.
they throw in, it's okay to disagree. Okay, it's okay to disagree.
Mhm.
However, if every time that you communicate with that person always negate what you say, you probably wouldn't want to talk to that person. So it's really
Yeah,
important to really have the same perspective in the communication process, same understanding, same background. So that's the reason why if we have the same culture, it's a lot easier for us to communicate with each other. So that's one thing that we have to overcome. That's one barrier in communication as well. We have to overcome that sa call center scenario. We have to adapt to the culture of our customers, di ba? Pag-aaralan naman natin yan sa PST, di ba? Sa product is, ay, not sa PST siguro, sa language training na pag-aaralan ng culture, di ba?
yeah,
Okay? So we're 2 minutes left sa ating discussion. So in the coming weeks, we would review a bit of the elements of communication like what we did right now. We review the previous lesson with the questions that we have, di ba, dito sa ating mga questions. And I hope we guys have a great discussion. So Judo Rodman, anything that you would like to add up to our lessons for today before we leave them to watch other tutors out there waiting for them to watch their episodes as well.
yeah. Yeah. So napakabilis ang oras, right, sir? So we are enjoying this discussing our topic. You know, it's about the elements of communication. Pero talagang gano'n. So I just want to share, no? Just want to share things to ponder. Yan, sabi, communication is your ticket to success. If you pay attention and learn to do it effectively, by Theo Gold, right? So it is very important. Communication is your ticket to success, right?
Exactly.
So
Oh,
that is why it is very important to have an open communication with anyone, right? Tapos, sabi mo nga kanina, keep on practicing, di ba? Sabi niya ata, para maging good communicator tayo, para magkaroon tayo ng effective communication. So we must pay attention and learn to do it effectively.
okay. Exactly. So that's gonna be all for this session. Thank you so much for watching our session. I hope we would meet you once more in the coming sessions of the contact center services. There's gonna be exciting sessions upcoming. because we're gonna dive deep into more of contact center skills na in the coming episodes, together with communicating effectively in English. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's all for today. Once again, so we are your tutors, Tutor T and Tutor Rodman. You're tall, dark, and never mind. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye. Catch us up next Friday.
Yeah.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!